Hello and welcome back to Tsukihime. My name is Maybe Dennis, and last time we hung out a little bit with Yumi Zuko for lunch as she tries to give us some food because she has a huge crush on us and gives us a diner card to visit her later, I guess. And we also hung out with Ciel, who on another day or on another timeline invited us to lunch again. And we went to the yard, had a lot of curry bread, and Arihiko interrupted. She asked, "What kind of girl is your type?" Which gave me kind of Toto vibes, if you know what I mean, even though it's definitely not the same. But when we went home, we also had a moment with Hisui where she kind of freaked out when we touched her shoulder. So that's something to remember. And we also kind of hung out at Kohaku's room where we just kind of watched TV, talked about the news, and stuff like that. So I'm kind of going through like the days now. So right now I am on day 3. It seems like there are quite a few choices here, as well as day 4. Afterwards, I think I should be relatively caught up in terms of the pre-day 5 stuff. So let's try stuff out. So we can hi Kohaku.
Ohayo, Kohaku-san. 今朝はいい天気ですね。
Akiya's gonna be like, why are you not talking to me?
はい、おはようございます。四季さん。
Kohaku beams a smile at me in response to my boring old greeting.
昨夜はよくお眠りになられましたか？
Yes, after visiting you last night.
慣れないお屋敷の夜ですから、何か不具合がないかと心配していたのですが。
大丈夫。天井の高さに落ち着かなかったくらいで、あとは全然。昔はここに住んでいたんだし、今はちゃんと気を配ってくれる琥珀さんがいますしね。
あら、お上手ですね、四季さん。
Only for you and a lot of other people actually, but for you, of course.
いやいや、事実ですから。
Kohaku and I share a pleasant conversation. Despite only knowing each other a few days, we get along well. More than anything, I think it's thanks to her smile. Unlike someone at that moment. Nissan. I feel another gaze on me, watching silently.
Shima! Yeah.
Shit! How are you doing? Howdy. I wave my hand as I greet her. Akiya continues to stare at me, though maybe glare would be more accurate.
しまっとは聞き慣れない挨拶ですね、兄さん。
Howdy.
その後に何か続きがあるのかしら。
Crap.
ないよ。続きとか全然ない。
I answer without moving a muscle, or rather, I'm so nervous that I couldn't even if I wanted to.
おはよう、アキハ。今朝はいい天気かい？
Don't you think? It'd be funny if this was a room with no windows.
あら、無理に挨拶をしてくれなくてもいいのに。どうぞ、私のことは無視して結構です。兄さんは琥珀と楽しく朝を迎えたいようですから。
It seems like you like other women instead.
ああ、そんなに気が合うなら、いっそ琥珀の使用人になりますか？
Uh-oh.
私は一向に構いませんが。
I'm starting to understand why she didn't make Kohaku our servant.
朝から全開だな、お前。
Prickly doesn't begin to describe it. A good brother probably would have greeted her first.
アキハ様、あんまり四季さんをいじめないであげてください。お時間もありませんし、まだ朝食を済ませていないんですから。朝食が済んでいないのは兄さんの起床が遅いからでしょ。朝が慌ただしくなるのはこの人の自業自得です。
Yo, you got dessert for breakfast? Sweet. Literally. Akiya finishes her tirade with a huff. It seems that she's mad that I didn't show up earlier.
琥珀さん、朝食って俺の分はできてるんですか？
Sorry, I don't know how often I get to see Akiya like this. She's pouting and she's like,
はい、支度はバッチリです。お声をかけてくださればいつでもご用意いたします。ダメよ、琥珀。もうこんな時間なんだから兄さんに朝食をとる時間はありません。学校に遅刻してしまいます。
give me something on the go.
いやいやいや、まだ7時を過ぎたばかりなんだから、それぐらいの時間はあるだろう。ここからうちの高校まで徒歩30分ちょいなんだから。
Assuming I don't collapse.
つまり朝食にかける時間は10分だけですか。お腹を空かせた犬じゃないんですから、朝食はゆっくりとってください。
So mean. Akiha wastes no time in pummeling my defenses. Her lightning-quick reflexes and razor-sharp rebukes ought to be feared. Like playing tennis with a wall, everything I throw at her comes right back at me. You're not supposed to throw your ball in tennis, you stupid. No, I'm just kidding.
何か今、不審なことを言いかけましたか?
Nope, nothing at all. Nope.
いや、何も。ほんと何も。
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. That was exactly what I said.
それより、犬じゃないんですからって、アキハ。
Uh-oh. That reminds me. I should ask about the dog from last night. I thought he was gonna be like, I have a senpai who likes dogs, but not cats. Definitely not cats. Okay, so that loops back to that. Neat. It was a nice little thing. Wait, so I did the option to greet both of them previously, so now I have to greet just Akiha. Alright. Hi, Akiha.
や、おはよう、アキハ。
I decided to greet Akiha first.
おはようございます、兄さん。
You made the right choice this time, bitch.
挨拶に覇気が見られませんが、昨夜はきちんと眠れましたか？今にも倒れそうな顔をしていますが。
あいにくこれが地顔だよ。朝から覇気に満ちた挨拶とか、俺に期待しないでくれ。
Regardless of what happened last night, I wish you wouldn't think that I'm some delinquent just because I sound tired.
おはようございます、四季さん。
Hi, Kohaku.
朝食でしたら食堂でお出しいたしますので、いつでもお声掛けくださいね。
Thank you. If I wasn't scolded at, I'd greet you first. Meanwhile, Kohaku is radiating warmth and kindness. The contrast reminds me of the North Wind and the Sun fable. I don't know that fable,
あ
actually.
りがとうございます。でも、アキハはもう済ませたのか？見たところ食後のお茶みたいだけど。
Alright, this is relatively inconsequential, I think.
当然です。兄さんがどんな時間に起床しようと構いませんが、せめて朝食ぐらいは余裕を持って済ませてください。7時を過ぎて朝食をとるなんて、たるんでいる証拠です。
Indolence. I stopped myself from saying that eating after 7 is normal for most people. Nothing about this place is normal.
そういうアキハは何時に起きるんだよ。
5
5時には
o'clock.
起床し
I
ますけど。
knew it!
すみません。参りました。
Honestly, there are a lot of people that do that. Even though I am personally a night owl, I'm not even gonna say what time I'm playing this game. It's really late. After hearing her reply so nonchalantly, I decide it's futile to mount any sort of argument. She did it with such ease too. A perfect counter. Counter!
参りましたとは何に対してですか？
いや、なんでも。にしても、そんな早くに起きてどうするんだ？
That also explains why bedtime for her is like relatively early. I think it was 10. Though that being said, that's still only 7 hours of sleep, and I think high schoolers should probably get at least 8.
ですね。
That being
よ
said,
ほ
I
どの
didn't
ト
do
ラブ
that,
ル
so
が
I
ない
don't know.
限り時間に遅れるなんてことはありません。兄さんの学校はここから徒歩で30分ほどなんでしょ？そう遠くない場所なんですから遅刻なんかしないでくださいね。
Akiha needs an
恥ず
hour
かしいですか？
drive. It's embarrassing. She sure is prickly. Oh man, prickly. But she isn't wrong. I can't exactly argue with her. As the head of the family, it is Akiha's responsibility to mind the reputation of the Tohno name.
はいはい。成績はともかく、遅刻はしないよう心がけるよ。夜更かしも。
As I utter the words, the strange occurrences of the previous night spring to mind. I didn't mean to stay up late last night, but no matter how you slice it, that's what ended up happening. And then now we go back to the dog stuff. Okay, so I guess we'll just keep going until the next branch, which should be it. I guess talking to Arihiko and CL. All right, see you there. All right, we have the knife, the one that said like 7 nights or something. Wait, I can't skip this part. Huh, that was weird. I guess we arrive at school a little bit differently, so I guess maybe a different choice. We're already locked onto this choice? Huh. I guess that's from doing CL stuff. Alright, okay, yeah, sure. I arrived just as homeroom was about to start. I wasn't expecting it, so I was like a little bit quiet. I'm still not used to my new commute, so I ended up a little later than I meant to be. The morning chatter is dying down, with most students already seated at their desks. A familiar face approaches me. I didn't even remember this being automatic, but I guess it was. Alright. Hi, Ariko.
随分と余裕のあるご到着ですね。
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not a model student unlike you. Ariko slumps into his seat with his head drooping dejectedly. Looks like he's actually going to be attending class today.
おはようさ。今朝は特にやる気がないわけじゃないのか。教室にいるんだから。なんだよ、体調崩したのか？
What's wrong with you? You're on time.
さっきまで元気でしたよ。元気に。何しろ先輩が遊びに来てくれたんだからな。
先輩ってシエル先輩？
そうだよ。けど誰かさんがいねえもんだからいまいちノリが悪くて3年の教室に戻っちまったわけ。なんだって今朝に限って遅刻ギリギリなのよ、遠野。
Why did we not see her this time? Call in the lobby. I don't know. I am not sure. What a shame. If only I had known, I would have come running.
そりゃ申し訳ない。けど縁があれば昼休みにでも会えるだろう。これ
当たり前ですよ。これが最後のチャンスだったらショックで授業なんて受けてらんねえって。
Right. I give him a quick wave and head to my desk. Oh, that is really weird. As I take my seat, the bell rings and Miss Noelle comes into the classroom.
Hi! Good morning!
I hope this means I'm on the right track for the CL route.
みんな健康で大変結構
Alive and away. Well,
あらら、欠席者が2人もいるのね。季節の変わり目だし、油断して風邪でもひいちゃったのかしら。
God damn it. Is Yumizuko one of them? She keeps going missing. Oh no. 2 people. Miss Noelle begins taking attendance. 1 male student and 1 female student are missing. As I wonder who the 2 empty seats belong to. Hi, Noelle. Our eyes happen to meet. Oh, I won't bite you, I swear. I hurriedly avert my gaze. What was that about? I'm sure I'm imagining it, but it feels like Miss Noelle has been staring at me a lot. Ooh. I mean, we know the reason why now. Oh, dang. We just passed by that. Huh. I'm really confused. Well, I guess I'll save here just in case, but yeah, that's, I'm not sure why it turned out differently this time. Oh god, looking at the chart, this is the time where we stab our protection really close. Last time I chose, I'll eat in the cafeteria, I believe. So I guess this time we'll eat in the classroom. I guess I'll eat in the classroom. But I don't have much of an appetite today. Whenever I feel like this, I always throw up if I eat anything. The best course of action would be just to rest in the classroom, but... Seeing that mopey face has obliterated any appetite I did have. Okay, I'm definitely skipping lunch. Thanks for that, Arihiko.
悪い、今日はパス。一人で済ませてきてくれ。
He's
なん
like,
だお前ますます不健康になってくな。
he's like, you're my ticket to seeing CL senpai.
何やっぱお貴族様な新生活は合いませんかね。
Exactly.
あのな、お貴族様なんかじゃ。ああ、いや、そうかも。あれで貴族じゃないって言ったら何が貴族なんだ？トイレとかすごいんだぞ、アリヒコ。お前の部屋より広い。そして高い。
My shit room is bigger than your entire lounge house place.
マジでそんな落ち着かない生活したくねえな。
I am shitting you. I'm shitting on you too. Actually, I take it back. Ariko's reaction is a breath of fresh air. It's nice to talk to someone who can relate.
まあ、建物の話は仕方ないとしてもだ。朝は7時に起きても遅いと文句は言われるし、門限は8時だし。おまけに無断外泊すると厳しく詰問されるなんて監獄生活みたいだろ。
Prison with luxury. She even stole my cell phone.
のそれはそれでいい話じゃねえか。管理体制万々歳。若者はもっとタイトに生きねえとな。 若いうちから楽しちゃろくな大人になれないぞ。
Spoken like a certified bum.
どうか。しかしお前に言われると説得力があるな。
Kind of like this picture. Oh man, I don't know what it is. Arihiko's really grown on me in the past like a few episodes. I mean, I already really liked him. It wasn't like super duper liked him, but like he was generally favorable in my eyes. But now he's just like it's just really fun seeing him around. He's living proof of that argument.
そうか？なんだ、今日の遠野はやけに素直じゃないか。
It's kind of funny because when I originally read the manga like a decade ago, I did not remember Arihiko at all. I remembered Yumizuka, but because, you know, she kind of crushed on Shiki and it's been a long time. But Arihiko, I just remember Shiki had a guy friend and that was kind of it.
よしよし、じゃあ菓子パンを一つくれてやりますか。
だから食べ物はいいって。俺のことは気にせず食べろよ。昼休み終わっちゃうぞ。
あ、そう？じゃあ遠慮なくいただきます。
Alright, if you say so. Arihiko claps his hand together and starts to eat his pastry. Credit where credit's due. Arihiko does know his manners.
お邪魔しま
Oh,
ーす。
she's here! I hear a familiar voice. Ciel comes over carrying what appears to be a lunchbox.
お、
Oh?
先輩って学食じゃなかったっけか？
いえ、別に食事は決まってないですよ。その日の気分で何でもありです。
Ciel produces a lunchbox from a cute little pouch. The box looks pretty big for her, given her frame.
気分ってことは今日は早起きできたんでお弁当を作ってきたってことですか？
そうなんです。今朝は珍しく7時前に目が覚めて。
Wake up before 7. Ah!
何を言わせるんですか、遠野くんは。
I need more personal deets.
いえ、そんなつもりはなかったんですけど。先輩、もしかして朝は弱い方？
はい、実は私早起きは苦手なんです。ボランティアの時はもうかなり無茶をしちゃってます。
Her volunteer work of killing vampires.
私の実家はパン屋さんでしたからすっごく朝が早かったんです。けど私はどうしても朝に弱くて、もう子供の頃からお父さんに怒られてばかりでした。
I'm gonna be completely honest. Like this whole time I knew Ciel was part of the church. I actually believed her when she said she had to do volunteer work. I thought she legit had some school stuff. Oh, one thing I did kind of notice in post editing. I forgot when it was. I forgot if it was last episode or episode before. I think it might have been the last episode. But like, Shiko was like, "Oh yeah, you know, I'm surprised we're like this close. We have seen each other several times before." And then I thought they were gonna flash back to when they first met. But Ciel was like, "Yeah," and the scene just kind of ended. Part of me's wondering if she or the church did some memory magic to just help her assimilate into the school and make it so that everyone thought that she was always here. I kind of wonder if that might be the case because we don't know what our first encounter was like, and I'm wondering if it's just all fabricated. So maybe they were able to erase our memories. Maybe they can plant false ones. A bakery. Arihiko and I glance at each other. I'm sure we're both picturing Ciel kneading dough with her delicate fingers before baking it into. Sorry. Man, they're really into this, baking it in the wood-fired oven that she somehow has in her apartment.
お父さんとの戦いは3年ほど続きましたが、最後にはお前を押し付けるのなら2人分働いた方がマシだとサジを投げられちゃいました。それ以来私は起きる時間に関してはわがままし放題だったのです。
Congratulations, you won the war. Ciel puffs out her chest, beaming with pride.
そうだったんですか。なんか意外ですね。先輩、ものすごくしっかりしてそうなのに。
はい、遠野くんの前では失敗しないように頑張ってますから。本当はですね、どっちかっていうと容量が悪い方なんです、私。
That might actually be true. Like her volunteer work for one thing. Someone who had everything figured out probably wouldn't have spent their time working for zero profit.
そっか。でも俺、容量が悪い人の方が好きだよ。一緒にいると安心できる。
Arihiko nods in agreement. Yeah. Keep saying nice stuff to butter her up, Shiki.
それで朝が弱い先輩は大抵学食だったわけなのか。
そういうわけなので学食ばかりですけど、たまにはこうやってお弁当ぐらい作ります。出来合いものの寄せ集めですけど。お二人は学食派ですよね。
いや、俺たちもその日の気分だな。1年の頃は俺も姉貴に飯作ってもらってたんだけどよ。遠野のやつが学食だったりパン食だったりするから合わせてるうちにこうなっちまったんだ。
I can't tell if eating at the calf is a typo or it's just what Arihiko would say, because I feel like he would say eating at the calf.
はあ、遠野くんは気分屋さんなんですね。
そうそう、こういう男と付き合うと疲れるだけだから先輩も気をつけな。
You should hang out with me instead. Ciel nods in agreement as she takes the lid off her lunchbox. Half of the round container is filled with rice, the other half is filled with side dishes. It's a fairly standard lunch, if somewhat large. You know, I kind of wish I did more of these options. I don't think this was a Ciel specific option because it's on like the left. But I feel like the thing is, Shiki said like he ended up like kind of liking Ciel because he really enjoyed the time they had together, especially the moments when they were bickering with Arihiko. And I feel like if we had a little bit more of this, then I would have felt more at that time. But we were too concentrated on Arquid. But if we like now, I've only had one moment where we bickered with Arihiko in the other route. Here we've had at least 3. I don't know why we skipped this other one, but we have at least 3 now. So that's like, it's just really fun.
では、いただきます。
Yeah, that's a lot to his school life.
隣の人の椅子借りていいでしょうか。
They would be honored.
いないやつの椅子はみんなの椅子だよ。高田くんも先輩に座ってもらえて本望だろうし。
I had a feeling that was gonna show up. I said honored, I know it. I half expect CL to put her lunchbox on my desk, but she sets it on her lap and begins eating. Arihiko stands across from her, tearing open his second pastry. Their voices fade into the background chatter as I blankly stare out the window.
おや、遠野くん、お昼は食べないんですか？
はい、今日は気分じゃないので。
食べないって、それじゃお腹空いちゃいますよ。
いいんです。今は食欲より体調ですから。それに昼を抜いたぐらいでどうにかなるほど。
It's not gonna kill you. It's gonna kill someone else though. Because he's gonna get anemia from it, leave school early, and then yeah.
うわ、
Wow.
すごいな。私一食でも抜いたら動けません。お腹がペコペコになって倒れちゃいます。
Oh damn it! It's late in the AMs and they're talking about food.
恥ずかしい
No, I
ですよ
never learned from
ね。
my
普
mistake.
通の子よりたくさん食事はとってる方なのに、すぐお腹が空いちゃうんですから。
そんなことはないっす。先輩は他の女どもに比べて発育いいんすから。
Uh-oh.
顔気分。燃費が悪いのは自然の摂理っすよ。
Okay. Thanks, Arihiko. I'm not sure that was the smoothest way to do it, but Arihiko's words tie a bow on that conversation. We're all growing teenagers here. She can eat as much as or as little as she wants. Ciel's expression is indecipherable. I can't tell if she's flattered or embarrassed.
でも遠野くん、本当にお昼ご飯を抜いて平気なんですか？
No.
平気平気。丸1日ぐらい食事を断つのも珍しいことじゃないんだ。今日は朝食も食べたし、夜まで問題なしです。
それはどうかと思います。そんな生活したちゃ体壊しちゃいますよ。
大丈夫。ちゃんと体を見てくれる人もいますから。医者に体重を増やさないように注意もされてるし、たまに食事を抜いた方が俺はちょうどいいんです。体力は欲しいけど、やっぱりウエイトは絞らなくちゃね。
Oh, okay. He's like, I could grow bigger, but it's better to
そうですか。
not.
男の子でもダイエットって考えるんですね。
Ciel looks up at me for a moment, contemplating something, then closes the lid on her lunchbox.
用事を思い出したので失礼します。
I must report this detail to the church.
私のことは気にせず、むしろ今日の出来事は忘れていただけると助かります。
Bye bye. She quickly packs up her things and takes off.
かわいい。
Kawaii. An awestruck Arihiko nods to himself contentedly. He's like, yes, cute, yes. That's exactly what I expected from Arihiko. Alright, I think this part onwards should probably tread familiar ground. Alright, so Shiki is having his attack. And I should probably just go back to when I make the choice. So, let's make that last choice. Alright, maybe I'll drop by the tea ceremony room. Honestly, I thought this would be like the CL point one. Alright, I should go to the tea ceremony room. CL came by this morning, so I can probably find her there.
その前に
Arihiko's gonna be in the way. I shouldn't show up empty-handed. I'll make a brief detour. It's kind of funny because, like, on one hand, we're going to try to find CL here, but on the other hand, she went to try to find us. It took me longer than expected to get what I need. I knock on the door of the tea ceremony room. After a moment, the door slides open and CL's head popped up. Oh, she's actually here.
遠野くんですね。
She tilts her head in confusion.
先輩、お昼ご飯一緒に食べません？
Ah, this is also a CL point route. Nice.
お昼ご飯ですか。遠野くんからのお誘いは嬉しいんですけど、
Wait, what's the inconsistency here? That doesn't sound good. CL looks like she's trying to figure out how to say no. Maybe has something she needs to take care of. I'll have to give her a little bit more incentive.
カレーパンありますけど。
Uh-oh. Checkmate. Her face visibly brightens. Wow. It might be rude of me to say this since she's older than me and all, but she's downright adorable. Curry bread, go!
どうでしょう。昨日のお昼ご飯のお返しにあげますから、一緒に食べません？
それはご丁寧にどう
I'm
も。
a little confused about this and the other route that I just did. Like, why is she rejecting lunch now even though she was trying to look for Shiki last time?
そうですね。昨日のお礼ということでしたら、断る理由はありません。
CL steps back, adjusting her glasses, and ushers me into the tea ceremony room.
どうぞ楽にしていてください。ちょうどお茶の用意をしていたところですから。
She steps into the side room. There must be a kitchenette in there. In the school, let's light the school on fire. Oh. As I enter the tea ceremony room, I can see why she was unsure about my offer. Oh, the room's a mess. An empty lunchbox sits on the tatami mats. It seems as CL has just had lunch. Ah, you notice that she eats a lot though. I see. She did look for Shiki, saw that she wasn't there, and just had lunch on her own. Okay, that kind of solves the inconsistency.
遠野くん、お茶と紅茶どっちがいいですか？
お茶でお願いします。それより先輩、お昼済ませてたんですか？
ちょっと前に。今日は寝坊してしまったので朝ごはんを食べてなくて、午前中はお腹がペコペコで大変でした。
Wait. But you overslept. You didn't have time for breakfast, but you had time to make a bento for lunch. Huh?
そっか。ごめん、邪魔しちゃって。俺、教室で食べるから、ゆっくりしててください。
パンいただけないんですか？
I let you in for this reason. CL pops out of the other room, looking like a child who's just learned that she's not getting any Christmas presents.
いや、だってお腹いっぱいでしょ。
No.
そんなことないです。私お腹減ってます。
I'll eat it. Her answer comes instantly. Is she just trying to spare my feelings? Somehow, I don't think so.
それならいいけど、先輩、本当に大丈夫？例のカレーパン、結構ボリュームありますよ。
I burn
ご
calories.
心
Don't
配に
worry.
は
Don't
及び
worry
ませ
about
ん。
that.
私好きなものなら割と限界なくいただけちゃいますから。
What I saw yesterday does back that up. Ciel's smile isn't coming from embarrassment over wanting a second lunch, but from pure excitement for the curry bread. What an odd person. Only an extremely rare specimen would get this excited over curry bread in this day and age. Ciel takes one piece while I take two. We follow the meal with a green tea. Sitting on our knees, oh, he does end up eating in this route. Sitting on our knees on the tatami floor, we sip our tea and unwind.
そういえば朝のニュース見ましたよ。
Oh wow, we're getting this CG quite a bit.
遠野くん、新しいお家の方はどうですか？何か大変なことになっていたみたいで
It's
す
the
けど。
dog. What the dog do?
ニュースですか？
Now that I think about it, Hisui did say something about the police coming to inquire about those bloodstains.
あのニュースとうちは無関係ですよ。屋敷の感想だって中はすごく立派で夜は野犬がうるさかったぐらいだし。
The dogs and someone stabbing the dogs.
強いて言うんならテレビがないのと和室がないのがネックかな。こんな風にお茶を飲める場所がありませんから。
野犬って何ですかそれ？遠野邸の前で起きたのは例の通り魔事件なんじゃないですか？
やだな。そんなことになってたらもっと大騒ぎになってます。結婚があっただけで事件性はありません。
I don't know, man. That's pretty sus.
でも
I can't bring myself to say that the blood is exactly where I saw the dog late last night.
いえ、ただの勘違いです。何にせよ俺たちには関係のない話です。せっかく先輩とのんびりしてるんですから嫌な話をするのはよしましょう。
そんなことありません。少なくともこの町で暮らしているんですから通り魔事件は関係あると思います。
Oh, whoops. Ciel's voice takes on a pointedly sharp tone. This is the very image of a sensible upperclassman scolding their irresponsible junior.
でも危険なのは夜の外出だけでしょ。犠牲者は8人も出ているんですから警察だって次期犯人を捕まえるだろうし。
もう
Surely,
そん
surely.
なことを言っていると寝首をかかれますよ。ニュースだって3人目の頃から同じことを言っていましたけど結局犯人はまだ捕まっていないじゃないですか。
I suppose that's true. To continue for this long continue for this long in modern day Japan, these killings are beyond abnormal. It might even be fair to call them paranormal.
そうでした。現代の吸血鬼なんてふざけたテロップが打たれてるから身近な出来事の気がしなかったというか確かに軽率でした。俺だってこの町に住んでいるんだから気をつけなくちゃいけないのに。
はい、分かってくれればいいんです。本当にくれぐれも知らない人についていっちゃダメですよ。もし犯人が吸血鬼扱いされて喜んでいる異常者だとしたら遠野くんは格好の餌食かもしれません。
Thank you. I know I look pretty,
どことな
but
く美味しそうな雰
I'm
囲気で
not
す
a
か
young
ら。
woman. Oh, she's calling us a snack. Oh, damn.
いや先輩その例えはどうかと。
I hope that she didn't just jinx me. Trust me, all the plot will hit you at once. Though with my chronic anemia, I don't think any vampire would be interested in me.
でも真面目に考えるとおかしな話ですね。吸血鬼って言うけどどうしてそんなあだ名をつけたんでしょう。
体中の血を抜かれているんですよ。吸血鬼という比喩表現は間違っていないでしょ。
そうですかね。吸血鬼に吸われた人間って同じように吸血鬼になるってのが通説じゃないですか。
Slurp, slurp.
なのに殺されてしまった人の死体はちゃんとあって吸血鬼になって歩き回ってるわけでもない。わざわざ階段めいたあだ名をつけなくてもただの殺人事件で十分でしょうに。
He's like, if the vampire sucks the blood and turns him into like a servant, that means they're not a servant as in fate servant, but servant as in the vampire servant. Doesn't that mean that they should be, you know, alive or like undead? And he's like, wait, nah, the bodies were found, so that means they're not undead. But that only means that we only found the ones that decide to leave on the ground and not the ones that Roa has actually made into his kin. which might be several degrees more, magnitudes more.
トーノくん、吸血鬼がいるって本気で信じてるんですか？
I don't know. I've never met one until later today. Later today. Ooh.
ですね。ニュースでそう煽っているから合わせただけです。本当に吸血鬼なんてのがいたら、さっき言った通り、死体なんか残らないでしょ。
そうですね。けど、こういう風にも考えられません？発見されている死体の方たちは、吸血鬼になれなかったから死んでしまった。
Yeah.
吸血鬼には、なれる人となれない人がいて、なれる人は吸血鬼に襲われても、死体としては発見されないんです。だって今も、どこかでひっそり生きているから。
ははそりゃホラーだね、先輩。
Terrifying.
はい、割とホラーな話です。残念ですが、オチはつきませんでした。
She flashes me a grin and brings her teacup to her mouth. We continue our meandering conversation until lunch comes to an end. Okay. You know, originally I was like, oh, damn. CL showed up in the other route, or like in the left choice. Does that mean I'll have to go back and do it? Which is not too much of a hassle. But here we got a lot of CL as well as vampire information. I think I'm going to keep with this choice. CL insisted on cleaning up, so I stepped out into the hallway ahead of her. I'm about to start making my way to class, but as I turn my back to the tea ceremony room, calling it, it's going to be Noelle.
あらら?
Yep.
もしかして四季くん?
Yep.
こんなところにいるなんて意外ね。
I like tea. Nor did I expect to run into Miss Noelle here. I noticed a silver pendant in her right hand. Oh ho ho! Foreshadowing. Is that a cross?
ああ、これ言ったでしょ。趣味で副業しているって。
Define local? Oh, you know, just, you know, the, in the, neighboring continent in Europe. Don't worry about it.
あっちの塔は騒がしいから、静かな物質島で日課のお祈りをしに来たの。そんなことより、四季くんは何をしているのかしら?
I have a crush on someone here.
もしかして、この辺りに秘密の密会場所でもあるの?
Okay, I know what you're thinking. Yes.
いえ、それは。
I can't tell her that I came to the tea ceremony room to CCL.
いえ、気晴らしに歩いていただけです。お昼がまだなんで、そろそろ食堂に戻ろうかなって。
I do my best to act natural and keep things vague.
それは。ご飯より先に散歩なんて余裕のある大学生みたい。四季くん、もしかして音大とか目指してる？
いえ、音楽に興味はありませんけど。なんで？
Okay, so why is she trying to pry that out? Like the music stuff. It doesn't have anything to do with Roa, does it?
はい、それじゃあバイバーイ。食堂早く行かないと昼休み終わっちゃうぞ。
Star. Miss Noelle winks a goodbye, touching the silver pendant to her lips. Then, with her heels clacking against the floor, she walks down the hallway and out of sight. Oh man, she's gonna show up a lot more on this route. That I know for sure. Fifth period begins. I fight off the temptation of sleep as I scroll down notes during our classic literature class. Our school still doesn't allow us note-taking on devices. They said they'll switch to using tablets eventually, but it seems like it's going to take another couple of years. Either way, people rarely get into trouble for using their phones in class. It's one of those unspoken agreements. There are plenty of students who use their phones to check their texts, look up information, or just browse the internet. Oh man, I remember the days when just having your phone in your bag could almost get it confiscated because teachers were super duper strict. I've always preferred doing things the old-fashioned way, so write everything by hand. Alright, yeah, I kind of forgot that this is where things turn for worse. So, time to say hello to our dear old friend. Whoa! I'll see you guys at the choice. 28 stab wounds. Oh god, Shiki, no. Okay, I was waiting for this choice. Can I select number 2? I can. That wasn't me. That's right. It wasn't me. It can't have been me. It wasn't me. This must be... No, this is the reality I've created. All this blood. It's so red. Ugly crimson, oozing forth an ever-growing pool from the cuts that I inflicted. There's no denying it. I did this. I took my knife and... No, stop, don't say it. But my heart is screaming. The truth crawls up my throat, threatening to tear its way free if I don't let it out. It's not true. No. 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 To look away would be wrong. Oh, I gotta listen to that line. No, to deny it would be wrong.
なんで俺は知らない。こんなやつ街で見かけただけの他人だ。ほら、おかしいじゃないか。ただの他人をどうして俺が殺してるんだよ。
Why the hell would I kill some fucking random person? I shout, but no one answers. No answer comes. Yet the reason is clear. From the moment I saw her, a single thought dominated my mind. Yes, Shiki Tohno wanted to kill that woman. In that moment, that was all that mattered. My brain just turned to mush, so I couldn't put it into words. Okay, so I didn't realize my controller disconnected for a second. I'm going to throw up. The contents of my stomach flow up. Crimson seeps into my eyeballs. Whoa! Procedure! I run. I can think of nothing else. I want nothing more than to escape this place. I break into a frenzied run, leaving the apartment behind. Oh. I wonder... Oh, okay. So in this case, he did not trick himself into believing that this is a dream. He accepted it. He says, like, yes, I did this. Oh. Oh, wow. This is all the way to the left. Okay, that's going to be a CL related route then, because it's all the way to the right. Ooh, that's interesting. And then later on we go to day 4. And day 4 we have a lot of choices that I definitely missed the first time around. All right. Well, let's see what we're doing here. Bile rushes up my throat. I drop to my knees as everything comes rushing out. Sobbing, I throw up every last bit of food, every last drop of fluid in my body. There is nothing left in me. But my body forcibly continues to heave, as if rejecting what happened, as if trying to undo everything and turn back time. I do kind of wonder if this was a CL route thing, or if it was a New Game Plus thing, but I don't know. I don't think it matters at this point. It hurts. My innards are burning. Tears continue to stream down my face, and I collapse onto the ground like garbage. I killed someone. I mercilessly butchered a human being for no reason whatsoever. Why did I feel the urge to kill her? Why did I actually go through with it? I still can't answer these questions. But I'm not the one who matters. My chest is heavy with an unbearable regret and self-loathing. I killed a woman. The life she led until now. Her relationships with the people around her. The future she was building towards everything. Meanwhile, Arkwid is trying to, like, form herself together. It's like, I'll get that guy, and I'll also fall in love with him while doing it. I destroyed it all, and I smiled as I did it. Regrets can't bring me forgiveness. Apologies can't bring me absolution. What have I want to pull my eyes out of their sockets. I can't tell whether or not I'm still sane. The thought of fighting the urge didn't even cross my mind. Kill her. I accepted the impulse without a second thought. So the answer is simple. I must be insane. It's probably began 7 years ago. Ever since the accident that should have killed me. Ever since I miraculously returned from the brink of death. Oh. I do kind of wonder how this works because in the other part. Oh, we're at another event here now. I see, and I guess we're gonna meet with CL because I accidentally spoiled myself with the preview again. So cold. It seems the sun has gone down. How long have I been here? I have no idea. An incessant hiss smothers my eardrums. Shh. The sound won't stop. It's unbearably cold. If I stay here on this bench as I am, I might die. Maybe it would even be for the best. Nerves paralyzed, body frozen. I feel nothing. The endless noise, the lethal chill, none of it matters. My body's trembling. Is it from the cold, from anxiety, from fear, from regret? I can no longer tell. I murdered someone for no reason, and I can't explain why. I killed because I wanted to kill. That's a madman's reasoning. If only I really were mad, that would explain everything. But my conscience is still alive. I committed an unspeakable crime, only to sit here shivering with my wits shamelessly intact. I look at my numb fingers, to see my knife still clutched between them. Death. The immediate solution is quite simple. Oh, he's gonna... No, Shiki, don't do it. But I can't do it. I can't kill myself, because I'm still sane. One part of me is afraid of dying, while the other part is disgusted for even considering it. Death won't solve anything. Won't atone for my sin. Shh. The noise continues. My temperature plummets yet further. I can't kill myself. But if I stay like this, I will fade away. Perhaps that would be for the best. I'm a murderer. What good would it do for me to live? If only I could just die. Is this where it branches off into CL's route? I was so sure it was gonna be like, oh, it might be. Oh, I was so sure it was gonna be Blood and Fire 1 because that's when we saved, we actually formally got like CL's route, but maybe I'm wrong. Damn, that'd be kind of disappointing. Oh, damn. I mean, I thought it was actually after day 5, Blood and Fire 2. That's what I meant. Ooh, I don't know. Oh, because if this branches off into a completely different route, I won't be able to do the other choices that I have yet to do, which kind of sucks. But it would be completely on my fault, my part, because I just miscalculated. Dimly, I hear someone calling a familiar name. I left my head. I kind of wonder what. So in the other route, we convince ourselves it was just a dream, and then we pass out, and somehow Kohaku finds us and takes us back. This time we're fully conscious of what we've done, and we decide to sit here instead. So maybe it's because Shiki's aware of what he's doing that he's more visible, maybe, and I don't know. Either way, CL's able to notice him this time. It could be possible. It could make a little sense, but yeah, you know, I'll take it. CL is standing in front of me. It feels as though decades have passed since I last saw her.
どうしたんですか？こんな雨の中で座り込んじゃって。
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that means this event is a CL route thing. I think this might be one of the you need enough CL points to get this ending, which is nice, or this event. I see. This hissing in my ears is the sound of rain. That would explain why I'm so cold and soaked from head to toe.
傘もささないで。そのままじゃ風邪をひいてしまいますよ。
Ciel's words slide off my ears like a foreign tongue. Only a few hours have passed since I last heard her voice, but now it sounds distant and unfamiliar.
私の声、聞こえてます？
そうですね。風ぐらいは引くべきなのかもしれません。
Incapable of lucid thought, I say whatever comes to mind.
ダメですよ。いくら10月でも、こんな雨の中にいたら風だけじゃ済まない。
Ciel takes my limp hand into hers. She must be concerned seeing me slumped over on this bench.
トノ君、一体どのくらいこうしてたんですか？
Like 3 hours?
体、こんなに冷たくなってるじゃないですか。
She grabs my arm and hauls me up from the bench.
私の傘を貸しますから、すぐに家に帰って体を温めてください。本当に命に関わります。
Aww, she's gonna go back all wet.
命に。
Right, that's why I haven't moved this whole time. I told myself that I was unable to think, but even that was a lie. The truth is, I knew what I was doing.
もう、しっかりしてください。動けないなら、私からお家に連絡を入れましょうか。
That would be problematic. Hang my head so I don't have to see her face. I shake my head no.
いいんです。俺は家には帰れない。どこにも行っていいところがない。
That's right. I can't go home like this, all covered in blood. I don't have anywhere to call home. I forfeited that right. Is she gonna throw away her facade this early? Oh, maybe. A long silence ensues. Ciel stares at me, saying nothing.
わかりました。私のアパートに行きましょう。
Oh, snap.
遠野くんの家よりは近いですから、ちょうどいいです。
She pulls on my arm forcefully. I don't have the strength to shake her off. There's no power left in my body. I doubt I could even stand on my own. I guess that's why. With my numbed senses blanketed by the fog, my only certainty is the heat I feel on Ciel's hand and mine. Ah, and that's how their relationship develops in this part of the story. I see. Oh, this is definitely going to lead to another route then. Or where it branches off because... Oh, it's pushing the day forward a little bit further. Because we're in the beginning of Fire and Blood 1. We wake up thinking everything's just a dream. And we wake up in our home. So, yeah. This is Ciel's place. It's actually fairly barren, huh? Ciel's place is a typical apartment. A place for one with nothing more than a kitchen and a bedroom. Her apartment is just as neat and tidy as I expected, which I find slightly comforting.
はい。これで体を拭いてください。
She hands me a bath towel.
すみません。上着ぐらいならと期待したんですが、遠野くんのサイズに合う服はないみたいです。ちょっとの間、そのままで我慢してください。すぐに温かい飲み物を入れますから。
Ciel goes into the kitchen. I am left alone in her room. I never imagined getting into a girl's room like this. And like that either. An unfamiliar apartment. A stranger's room. A forcible entrance. Deep red slashes across the walls. He's gonna start screaming.
お待たせしました。遠野くん、何してるんです。全然拭いてないじゃないですか。
Ciel starts wiping my head with a towel, continuing to scold me all the while.
ほら、
Oh,
上
she's
着
so
を脱いで。
close.
シャツもです。 もう、失礼します。このまま肺炎になっても知りませんから。
I'ma do it. I'ma do it. Let's get that Shiki fan service. I've never seen someone's anger boil over into pure exasperation before. She ferociously starts to unbutton my shirt, but then her fingers freeze, like she just had a bucket of cold water poured over her. She sees a scar, probably.
これ、もう塞がってる傷ですよね。
Oh, dang. There we go, the Shiki fan service. As Ciel turns strangely hesitant, I realize what she must have seen. Yep, look at that, look at that. I have a mark on my chest that resembles a burn. It's not a pleasant sight, especially for someone who wasn't expecting it.
痛みますか？
平気です。それはもう7年も前のものだから。
そうですか。よかった。遠野くんに元気のない理由がこの傷だったら、今すぐ病院に連れて行かなくちゃいけませんから。
Her mouth forms a soft, tender smile. Aw, I feel a pang in my chest at the sight.
いいです。自分でできますから。
はい。それじゃあお茶を持ってきます。あ、シャツを脱いで体を拭いたら、そこの毛布を上着代わりにくるまっててください。
I do as I'm told, removing my shirt and wiping my body. I don't feel comfortable taking off my pants, so I dry them as best I can while keeping them on. I forgo the blanket and wrap the towel around myself instead.
あ、拭き終わりました？それじゃあお茶にしましょうか。
She brings a tea set into the room and sits down.
遠野くんも座ってください。立ったままでいられると落ち着かないじゃないですか。
I sit. Ciel pours black tea into a simple mug and hands it to me. Neither of us say a word. So right now I'm wondering whether or not Ciel's gonna reveal herself. Because, I wonder if she would know that Arkwood has been attacked at this point. Because I thought the church would be, you know, constantly monitor the true ancestor, but maybe not. And, I mean, they knew a lot of information when we talked to them previously. So I have no idea. I'll keep going. Ciel sips her tea as though this is all perfectly normal. She really is the curry senpai. Holy crap. I'm surprised that you make tea and not curry in that cup. Not knowing what else to do, I follow suit. It's a curry bread curry thing too. It's hot. Really hot. It scalds the tip of my tongue, starting my pulse with a thump. Restarting my pulse. It feels like a switch has been flipped within me, rebooting my heart and brain. She doesn't ask me anything though. Eventually, I drain my mug. She refills it without missing a beat. I feel like I have to say something. Anything.
遠野くん。
Startled, I reflexively pull away.
私、ちょっと出てきます。お留守番頼めますか？
いいです。
はい。それじゃあお願いします。
She's getting
すぐ
back
に
up.
帰ってきますから、あんまり
Noel.
変なことしちゃダメですよ。
Uh-oh. Ciel departs with a smile, leaving me to wonder how seriously she actually was. Oh man. Shiki's really down right now. Maybe it was better to think that everything was just a dream. I'm alone again. I was just beginning to warm up, but with Ciel's departure, I've suddenly grown very cold. She didn't ask me anything. She let a monster into her room and cared for it like it was the most natural thing in the world. I didn't realize it until now, but having someone by my side was a far greater relief to my numbed heart than the warmth of the tea or comfort of the room. I don't deserve. My chest hurts. I was alone not so long ago. Back then, I found solace in purging myself of all thoughts and feelings. But now that Ciel's gone, I feel an overwhelming anxiety. I have the urge to cry and scream like a child, begging for forgiveness. I fight back the tears, threatening to spill from my eyes, the sobs struggling to burst forth from my chest. I'm scum, a disgusting excuse for a human being. Not half an hour ago, I left myself to die in the rain. Because I'm a murderer. I don't have any right to Ciel's kindness. And yet right now, all I can think is that I hope that she comes back soon. Oh, I thought that hyphen was gonna be like, yep, she's back. Oh wow, we have a CG of her apartment too. And rain, like 3 frames per second rain.
ただいま、遠野くん。お留守番ご苦労様。
Ciel is carrying a number of plastic bags. It looks like she did some shopping.
ですね。とりあえず、これに着替えてください。
I thought it was gonna be food for dinner and there's gonna be like more curry ingredients.
安物ですけど、濡れた服よりずっといいです。お風呂もそろそろ沸きますから、お湯に浸かってゆっくりすれば、
Damn,
少しは
she's
気持ちも
so
紛れますよ。
nice. Ciel has thought of everything. Drawing a bath, getting me a change of clothes. She's doing all this for me. She's doing this all for me. But I don't deserve any of it.
いいよ先輩。俺帰るから。これ以上迷惑はかけられない。
I button up my shirt, pick up my jacket, and walk towards the front door. I don't know where I'll go, but I know I can't stay in this room.
ダメですってば。そんな真っ青な顔で出歩くなんて、せめてきちんと温まってから。
You can hear the wetness of his steps. She's like, hey, I just bought these. Come on, at least put them to use, or else it'd be a waste of money that I could have bought curry with. Ciel reaches out. She grabs from my shoulder as I brush past, trying to stop me. I move to knock her hand aside, but I misjudged it. Oh, he knocked her hand into his glasses probably. And just like that, the world around me inverts. Yeah, he can see the lines on her. It's gonna mess him up. Oh. Everything is coming apart. Reality fractures and imminent death seeps in through the cracks. This is a world where annihilation is only ever a breath away. A world that only a monster who kills without reason can see. In this world.
メガネ。ごめんなさい。私の不注意でした。壊れてたら弁償しますから。
Please just put them on my head, please. Death is scrawled across this kind soul, scrambling to pick up my glasses. I swallow the scream crawling up my throat. I grab my hand as it instinctively rises to gouge out my own eyes. No, this is only the way things look. It doesn't mean that it's happening. It doesn't mean that's going to happen. Ah, but the lines on her face running red like blood. Just like the woman in white. Just like the moment that made me a murderer. Scrawled all over the person who saved me. I see those same red lines of death.
遠野くん
I'll do it again. I won't be able to help it. Damn, yeah. Oh, damn. You can see how sunken in his eyes are. This is beyond the bounds of rational thought. This is beyond the question of my sanity. I should hurry up and accept it. This is what I am. This animal is what I've always been. Wherever I go, I bring hell with me. To some dark hidden part of me, meaningless destruction feels like the most natural thing in the world. No, that's not true. Put on your glasses! Oh. I can't hear Ciel's voice, but I can see the warmth in her eyes. Even if the world around me looks like hell, Reality still exists beneath and beyond it. Deep at the bottom of my soul, I find that truth. If Ciel can look at me with such warmth, and I can still recognize that as kindness, then what my eyes show me can't be all there is. Ah. Oh man, that... Huh, yeah. He's able to look past the filter because he's able to see Ciel. And now it's not red anymore. It's just people got lines, but no murder Shiki. My heartbeat, pounding fit to burst, finally slows. I pick my glasses up from the floor and gently put them back on. If you think about it, I think any other person would probably be like, oh, he's Chuni. It's all I can do to keep from breaking down. I collapse onto the floor with a great sigh. Once again, I've made a fool of myself in front of Ciel, but at least my thoughts and my vision are back to normal.
よかった。落ち着きましたか、遠野くん。
Yeah, I feel like after seeing someone scream like that, I feel like the other person would be freaked out, but it shows that Ciel's way in the know in this case. I raise my head to see her there, looking completely normal.
ほら、やっぱり満足に歩けないじゃないですか。体が冷え切っていること、分かってくれました？
She extends her hand towards me, flashing a teasing smile. Her eyes say, I told you so. Despite seeing me go to pieces, she's acting like nothing happened.
ごめん。でも、今のは体の問題じゃなくて。
いえ、体の問題です。一人で立ち上がれないのをちゃんと理解してください。ほら、力が全然入っていないじゃないですか。今の遠野くんなら、私一人でもひょいっと運べちゃいそうです。
She is absolutely right. With that, Ciel grabs my arm and pulls. She hauls me back into the middle of the room. Wow, I didn't think she'd really be able to carry me.
遠野くん、今日はお家に帰れないんでしょ？もう今夜の用意をしてきちゃったんですから。いい加減覚悟を決めてください。
But there's only one bed. Exactly. Oh god.
覚悟って、先輩。
ちゃんと体を温めて、夕ご飯を食べて、しっかりするまで帰らないでください。そんな顔をしたまま出て行かれたら、気になって眠れないじゃないですか。
The pain in my chest now is different from what I felt before. I sigh with my head bowed. Her concern is heartbreaking. I'm happy, so happy that I could cry, but on the other hand, her kindness terrifies me.
なんで？
はい？何ですか、遠野くん。
なんで、そこまでするんですか、先輩。
Because I want to be best girl this time.
俺には。
I killed someone.
俺は、ダメなんです。さっき、すごい間違いをしてしまって、責任も取らずに逃げてきて、死んでもいいとさえ思ったのに。
Even now, I'm trying to find refuge in Ciel, to run away from my sin, to run away from the fact that I took someone's life with my own hands.
俺の間違いは、どんなことをしても許されない。いや、許されちゃいけないことだと思う。だからダメなんです。こんな風に先輩に優しくしてもらう資格なんて、俺にはないんです。
はあ、遠野くん、自分が悪い人だって思い込みたいんですね。あなたはずっと、そうやって裁かれる時を待っていたみたいです。
Huh?
けど、そう思うということは、遠野くん自身が自分の行動にまだ確信が持てない、ということでしょ？あなたはいつも自分が悪いと思っている。今日は、その最たるものだった。でもそれが、本当にいいことだったのか悪いことだったのか、どう考えてもわからない。
She's like, I'll tell you what it is. Killing vampires is great. You did a great job.
だからそんな風に一方的に自分を追い詰めてはっきりさせるしかないんですよね。
いや、それは。
I can't quite bring myself to disagree. I accept what I did, but I can't quell my doubts. Why would I do something like that? I still don't know what was wrong with me, or if I'm really where the problem lies. No, there's one thing I know for sure. For as long as I live, I'll never understand the feeling that I had in that moment.
ですが、私は遠野くんの犯した間違いというものが何であるかはわかりません。ぶっちゃけて言えばそんなことどうでもいいです。
It don't matter.
遠野くんは優しくされる資格がないって言いますけど、それは遠野くんだけの都合です。私が遠野くんに優しくするのは遠野くんのためじゃないんですから。
It's for the church.
そんなに気にしないでください。
Always watching.
俺のためじゃない。
はい。そのですね。私が遠野くんに優しくしてあげたいからこうしているんです。
Being
要す
nice
る
is
に
my hobby.
私の趣味です。遠野くんの事情はあまり関係ありません。仮にあなたが悪人でも私は手を差し伸べます。まあそんなことは100歩譲ってもないでしょうけど。
趣味って先輩、人助けが趣味なんですか？
What an angel. I can't help but make light of her strange assertion. Ciel doesn't take offense. If anything, she seems proud of herself.
今回は人助けではなく、一人になりたがっている男の子を無理やり引きとどめて楽しんでいる悪人ですが、遠野くんにとっては迷惑でしょうけど、たちの悪い先輩に捕まったと思って観念してください。
She smiles as she speaks. It's a gentle, protective smile. Oh, she's got him. He's lost. With that, my heart finally cracks. The person in front of me just said that she would help Shiki Tohno, someone not even I can trust. And if I were evil, she'd help me anyway because she wanted to. No matter how unforgivable my sins. And in those words, I find salvation.
そっか。ありがとう、先輩。
Not for believing in me, but for being here with me, my wicked upperclassmen. I let out a breath. I let out a breath. I realized I was holding.
いえいえ、礼には及びません。だって私、遠野くんの先輩ですから。
I bow my head, thanking her from the bottom of my heart. As dreadful as the sounds of my own heart was before, I realized that it once again beats with warmth. I really don't deserve her, but as long as I'm here in her presence, the thought that I'm evil has no authority over me. Wow, I feel like there's no way he can just go back home and then we can start off the same as this other route. Ooh, that's interesting. I listen to the sound of the rain. Ah, he has a bed there. In the end, I couldn't turn down Ciel's kindness. I took a bath and put on the pajamas she got for me. After treating me to dinner, albeit a simple one of a convenience store food, she convinced me to take her bed, in which I am now trying to fall asleep. Ciel laid out a futon on a nearby floor and went to sleep. I was dead set against sleeping in her bed, but
ここ安作りですから床は冷えるんです。風邪をひき始めている人にはおすすめできません。どうぞ私のベッドを使ってください。ちょっとはマシです。
he's doing so much.
いや、ベッドって先輩の。
Your bed?
そうですよ。あ、気にしないでください。あまり使ってませんから新品同様です。いいですよね、日本のベッド。ふかふかで幸せです。
And that's how I ended up in Ciel's bed. I stare blankly up at the ceiling. It's an ordinary apartment that pales in comparison to the Tohno mansion, yet somehow it feels so spacious. My senses must still be numb, or perhaps Ciel's concern for me is so overwhelming that it makes me feel minuscule in comparison. We chatted like usual during dinner, Ciel being her normal, cheerful self. We talked about school, about a bunch of shops I've never heard of, all sorts of things. There was no lull in our conversation. I wasn't able to offer anything interesting, but talking helped my crazed mind regain normalcy bit by bit. I felt both guilty and happy. I'm not sure what to think anymore. I killed someone a few hours ago, and now I'm getting flustered about sleeping in a girl's bed like a normal high school boy. For some reason I thought the killed had one L, so I was like, is that a typo? No, that's just me seeing things because it's so goddamn late. Funny, I thought that I would never get to do that again. Oh, feel like a normal high school boy, yeah. Ugh. In my sleepless state, I find my gaze wandering. What do I do now? Where do I go from here? I'm completely lost. Shh. The patter of the rainfall continues outside.
Tohno君、早く眠らないと明日遅刻してしまいますよ。
She's so cute in PJs. That looks so warm.
先輩、起きてるんですか？
はい。Tohno君が眠るまで眠れません。私、一応女の子なんですから。
ごめん。やっぱり台所で眠るよ、俺。
もう、何度も言わせないでください。Tohno君は風邪のひき始めなんですから、台所には寝かせられません。いいから、嫌なことは忘れて眠っちゃってください。
Hold up, they got school the next day. None of them did their homework.
嫌なこと。
It's just a dream. That's impossible. That's something I can't forget. Something I mustn't ever forget. Whatever the reason, I killed someone. Forgetting what it was that I took would be an even greater sin.
ダメだ。罪はごまかせないよ、先輩。忘れることはできないし、忘れるつもりもないんだ。けど、ありがとう。今日は先輩に助けられた。あのままでいたら本当に俺は死んでいたかもしれない。
That would have been the coward's way out. Now that I've calmed down, I finally realized it. Ending my life wouldn't constitute atonement. If I truly believe I did something wrong, the last thing I should do is run away from it.
罪ですか。どうもTohno君の間違いというのは私では想像もつかないことみたいですね。
Oh man. Yeah, a lot of people wouldn't believe it. I still don't believe that I killed an immortal vampire thing.
けどTohno君、罪を犯さない人なんてこの社会にはいないんじゃないでしょうか。人間は誰もが罪人なわけですし。
先輩、それはどういう？
いえ、誰もがというのは言い過ぎでしたね。でも、いい人間と悪い人間がいるんじゃないんです。ただどうしようもなく、何かの弾みで道を踏み外す人がいるだけで。生きている以上、誰だって過ちは犯してしまう。悲しいですけど、それは避けられない。
That is true.
だって人
Very
間は
true.
そういう風に生きる動物です。知恵がある以上、誰かの幸福を踏みにじらずにはいられない。
Her voice, tinged with bitterness, echoes in the dark. Huh. I never expected CL to be so cynical.
なんだよ先輩。それじゃあさ、なんか救われないよ。みんなが過ちを犯してるなんて、そんな例え話好きじゃない。
そうですね。それじゃあ救われませんね。けど 罪というものは償えるじゃないですか。世の中には善人も悪人もいません。ただ罪を償える人と償えない人がいるだけなんです。
Oh, I mean, yeah,
ですから
that's one way of looking at it.
救われない人というのはどうあっても自身の罪を償えない人のことだと思います。
どうあっても償えない。
はい。でも遠野くんは償える人です。何をしてしまったかは知りませんけど、遠野くんは償える人ですよ。不安で眠れないのなら、この先どう償って生きていくかを考えればいいんです。それはすごく難しいことですから、そのうち頭がパンクしてスルッと眠れちゃいます。
けど先輩、俺の間違いはどうやったって償いきれない。こればっかりははっきりとしたことなんです。
そうですよ。どんなものであれ、罪というものは完全には償えません。
Sometimes you get more sins while trying to atone for your sins, and you gotta atone for those sins.
誰かを傷つけてその人の傷を治したとしても、傷つけたという罪は消えないでしょ。どんなに頑張っても犯してしまった過ちは消えてくれないんです。償いとは結果ではなく、その過程で生まれる心の在り方だと私は教えられました。他人に強制されずとも自らを罰することができる心。償える人と償えない人というのはそういうことです。だから遠野くんは間違いなく償えちゃう人ですね。
That was definitely the talk of someone who is from the church. Time to atone for your sins. I wonder if that's true. I certainly don't have that much faith in myself. But if CL believes in me, then that's the way I'll live my life.
わかんないな。俺ひどい人間だよ。先輩が思ってるほどいいやつじゃない。
そんなの簡単にわかりますよ。さっきですね、
I know you're a piece of shit,
私
Shiki.
ちょっと感動しました。遠野くん、胸にすごい傷があるでしょ。
あるけど、それがどうして？
あれだけの傷跡ということはとても大きな事故だったんでしょう。あんなに大きな、しかもまだ消えない傷だなんてちょっと普通じゃないですよね。けれど遠野くんはとても自然です。あの傷を受け止めて生きてきたのなら、それは間違いなく誇れることです。遠野くんはとてもまっすぐな幼年期を過ごしたんでしょうね。
The Arimas were pretty good people. The other parents, not so much.
あなたはきっと怒ることはあっても人を決して恨まない。
I'll hold a grudge against Arihiko and only him. Ciel wraps up her monologue and falls silent. If I listen carefully, I can hear her breathing gently.
寝ちゃったのか、先輩。
No response. Outside, I hear nothing but the endless sound of rain. Time to fall asleep, Shiki. You'll wake up a better Shiki tomorrow. A punishment befitting the sin committed. By tomorrow, that woman's body will be found, and the news will be reporting a new and bizarre murder. When that time comes, what I will lose will be beyond measure. It will probably cause a great deal of trouble for Akiha, and I won't be able to talk with CL like this ever again. But if that's the part of my atonement, I have to accept it. My life will end where my penance begins. If that brings even a shred of comfort to the people who knew the woman I killed, then perhaps I really will be able to atone someday. I'm getting a little sleepy. I don't know what will happen tomorrow, but if I'm allowed, at the very least, I hope to have enough time to thank the people who have been kind to me. Wow, that was actually very powerful. Because, you know, even though not everyone has killed someone. Everyone has made mistakes and have hurt other people. I'm sure people have all felt a certain amount of guilt towards others. And thinking of a way to forgive yourself for doing that, or at least try to atone for the mistakes you've made, it's not a bad mindset to have. I normally would end here, but I will continue a little bit, literally first line into the next day, because I am curious about something. So I want to save and see what happens. Okay, we're heading into day 4. Fire and Blood 1. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to check the flowchart. So far when I saved, I'm not going to show up because I don't want to expose my date too much, but I will have to do it eventually anyways. But what I want to check is the flowchart. Oh, this is how we're going to deal with it. It's going to be a completely new branch. And then, this is where the CL route fully starts. It was with this choice that I couldn't make before. Ooh, okay. In that case, I will say I'm going to save here so we can start here sometime. However, I will actually, next time I'm actually going to go back to day 4 of the Arkwood route because I do want to see the remaining options. Unfortunately, I thought that I could do the other parts because I thought at the end of Fire and Blood 2 was when we first got the Arkwood route thing locked in our save menu, but since this is clearly going off a different path, and I'm definitely gonna miss the options of waking up at the Tohno Mansion. I am going to do that part next time. I'll start with Kohaku, that one event to the left and down one, and then I'll finish off this and then continue with this current save file. Go back to CL and see what goes on there. I know that we're supposed to get one more bad end. I'm pretty sure it is when I fight with the demon dogs, or at least I choose not to. So yeah, we'll be doing that and maybe a little bit of CL's route next time. This one event was super long, and I honestly thought that if this event ended here, like just CL talking to Shiki, getting him the things he needs, and then taking him home, I thought we could potentially wake up at the Tohno Mansion and also somehow convince ourselves it's a dream or something, and I can continue on, but clearly that's not the case. So yeah, but we'll continue with this next time and finish off Arkwood's route fully. And until then, I will be seeing you. See ya!